Welcome to Lesson 4 of Learn Klingon the Easy-ish way. Here are some more useful verbs. Looks for is nedge. Nedge. Imagine following a nature trail looking for a rare species of butterfly. Nedge. Finds is tuch. Tuch. Imagine finding not one but two things you thought you had lost. Tuch. Travels is leng. Leng. Imagine that you want to travel the whole length of the country. Leng. Visits is tuch. Tuch. Imagine someone who visits their relatives and then shoots them all. Tuch. Trusts is vok. Vok. Imagine that the countryside folk don't trust you. Vok. Dislikes is par. Par. Imagine that you enjoy playing golf, but you really dislike the difficult par 5 holes. Par. Hits is kip. Kip. Imagine two boxers who keep hitting each other until they both collapse from exhaustion. Kip. Hurts is oi. Oi. Imagine sneaking up behind someone and poking them with two sticks. They shout back, "Oi, that hurts." Oi. What is the English for oi? Hurts for kip. Hits for par. Dislikes for vok. Trusts for tuch. Visits for leng. Travels for tuch. Finds and for nedge. Looks for. How do you say in Klingon hurts? Oi. Hits. Kip. Dislikes. Par. Trusts. Vok. Visits. Tuch. Travels. Leng. Finds. Tuch. Looks for. Nedge. How do you say the Ferengi travels? Leng verengan. The captain visits the planet. Tuch, hold. The Lord hits the prisoner. Kama, joch. The lady dislikes the prisoner. Kama, joch. The patient trusts the doctor. Khel, sheed. The doctor doesn't hurt the patient. Sheed, khel. I speak. Jijak. You speak. Bijak. I look for you. Khanej. I look for it. Vinej. I look for it, but I don't find it. Vinej. Ach, vitu, be. If you want to talk about you doing something to me, then you must use the prefix chaw. You see is biler. You see me is choler. So how do you say you understand? Biyaj. You understand me. Choyaj. You ask me. Choklob. You answer me. Chojang. However, if you want to talk about you doing something to it, then you must use the prefix da. You see is biler. You see it is daler. How do you say you read? Bilad. You read it. Dalad. You buy it. Daje. You don't sell it. Dangev be. To remember cho and da, we'll use another image. In the last lesson, you used your own home to symbolize I. Let's use your neighbor's home to symbolize you. So imagine your neighbor chops down their front door with a large axe, and then uses the splinters to play a game of darts. Cho for you are doing something to me, and da for you are doing something to it. How do you say, you trust me? Chovok. You don't trust me. Chovok be. You dislike it. Dapar. You don't dislike it. Daparbe. You look for me. Chonej. You find it. Datu. I eat. Jishop. You drink. Bitlut. I visit you. Kashuch. I use it. Vilo. Here is a summary of the 6 prefixes you now know. I do something alone is je. You do something alone is be. The image we used started with a hermit. I do something to you is ka. I do something to it is vi. The image started with your own home. You do something to me is chaw. You do something to it is da. That image started with your neighbour's home. Now you'll practice these prefixes again and again until they become second nature. In the meantime, when you translate a sentence into Klingon, don't forget to take your time and to think carefully about your answer. Let's practice them all once more. How do you say, I travel? Leng. You don't go. Bijachbe. I hit you. Kakip. I send it. Vingech. You hurt me. Cho oi. You receive it. Dachev. Here is another useful set of verbs. Allows or permits is chaw. Chaw. Imagine finally being allowed to chow down on your lunch, which consists of a selection of delicious twigs and sticks. Chaw. Forbids is tuch. Tuch. Imagine the teacher forbids you from touching the blackboard. Tuch. Arrests is kop. Kop. Imagine that the cops have come to arrest you. Kop. Interrogates is you. Imagine that the cops are interrogating you with big sharp sticks. You. Respects is vuv. Vuv. Imagine that you have a great respect for the 4th one. Vuv. Insults is tIch, tIch. Imagine that the teacher teaches you how to insult your friends in Klingon. tIch. Hurries is mode, mode. Imagine hurrying to the commode. Mode. Relaxes or rests is lech, lech. Imagine using your leisure time to relax. Lech. What is the English for lech? Relaxes or rests. For mode. Hurries. For tIch. Insults. For vuv. Respects. For you. Interrogates. For kop. Arrests. For tuch. Forbids. For chaw. Allows or permits. How do you say in Klingon relaxes or rests? Lech. Hurries. Mode. Insults. tIch. Respects. Vuv. Interrogates. You. Arrests. Kop. Forbids. Tuch. Allows or permits. Chaw. Now it's time for some good news. The prefix vi means I do something to it, but it also means I do something to him, to her, or to them. I see it is villere. I see him is also villere. Likewise, I see her and I see them are both translated by villere. How do you say I find it? Vitu. I find him. Vitu. I find her. Vitu. I find them. Vitu. I forbid it. Vituch. I arrest him. Vikop. I interrogate her. Viyu. I respect them. Vivuv. The same rule applies to da, which means you do something to it. It also means you do something to him, to her, or to them. So you see it is daler. You see him, you see her, and you see them are also daler. How do you say you allow it? Da chaw. You insult him. tIch. You respect her. tVuv. You don't trust them. tVokbe. I hurry, but you relax. Jimod, uch, bilesh. Throughout the Klingon language, he and him, she and her, it and they and them all share the same prefixes. There is one exception which we'll learn about much later. Now take a look at this sentence. I find it is vitu. You might ask, what is being found? You can be more precise and say that the alien is being found without changing the underlying meaning of the sentence. I find it is vitu. I find the alien is nov vitu. You are literally saying the alien, I find it. How do you say I see it? Viler. I see the star. Hov viler. I hear it. Vikoi. I hear the ship. tuch vikoi. I arrest the man. Lord vikop. I don't arrest him. Vikopbe. I interrogate the woman. Be viu. I don't interrogate her. Viu be. I don't trust them. Vivok be. I don't trust Klingons. Klingon pu vivok be. Now look at this sentence. You find it is datu. Once again, you can be more precise and say that the alien is being found without changing the underlying meaning of the sentence. You find it is datu. You find the alien is nov datu. You are literally saying the alien, you find it. How do you say you see it? Daler. You see the moon. Marsh daler. You hear it. Dakoi. You hear the weapon. Nuch dakoi. You want the tricorder. Chokra danech. You don't want the phaser. Pu danechbe. You have had plenty of practice translating sentences like this. The officer sees the captain is chod ler yash. Whenever he, she, or it is doing something to him, her, it, or them, you don't use a prefix at all. The verb stands alone. He sees him is ler. He sees the captain is chod ler. The officer sees the captain is chod ler yash. Here's another way to think about it. When I am doing something or when you are doing something, you must use a prefix. Otherwise, you don't use one. That isn't the complete rule, but it's good enough for the moment. How do you say, he uses it? Lo. He uses the batleth. Betlech. Lo. The Klingon uses the batleth. Betlech. Lo. Klingon. She finds him. Tu. She finds the enemy. Jar. Tu. The neighbor finds the enemy. Jar. Tu. Jill. It might seem strange that the word tu could translate he finds it, as well as she finds them and it finds her. In conversational Klingon, the context usually clarifies who is being discussed. In later lessons, you will learn how to make the meaning more precise when you need to. How do you say, I hurry? Jumod. You relax. Bilesh. I look for you. Khanej. I look for it. Vinej. I look for the alien. Nov vinej. I don't find them. Vitu be. I don't find the humans. Homan pu vitu be. You visit me. Choshuch. You insult him. tIch. You don't insult the Klingon. Klingon tIch be. I allow it, but you forbid it. Vichau ach tuch. Success. Kapla The father becomes a grandfather. Vavni, moj, vav. The mother becomes a grandmother. Shoshni, moj, shosh. What do you want? Nuk nech. And that's the end of lesson 4.